Asia News.
Kuala Lumpur, 1945, at the end of the Second World War. Defeated Japanese troops are still at liberty on the streets. September the 13th, General Yusuri Ishiguro formally surrenders all Japanese forces in Malaya to British General Bouverie Roberts. The British Empire in the Far East is restored. Empire troops march in celebration. Among them, men of the Malayan People's Anti-Japanese Army who have fought as part of the empire. But within 3 years, many of these soldiers will be involved in a bitter struggle against British forces in an attempted communist takeover of Malaya. The British Empire will become embroiled in the Cold War. Winston Churchill, 1946.
In a great number of countries, far from the Russian frontiers, the Communist parties constitute a growing challenge to Christian civilization.
In October 1951, Sir Henry Gurney, the British High Commissioner in Malaya, is killed in an ambush. British forces engage a guerrilla army over 8,000 strong.
They don't deserve any mercy. They have committed such terrible atrocities. They are just like wild beasts.
A radio interview with Joan Lucy, the wife of a plantation owner at the height of the Malayan emergency. The European owners of the vitally important rubber industry are an obvious target for the communist terrorists.
I was quite envious of my husband when he shot one the other day. I could in some way repay the death of my friends by getting one or two in return.
As the authorities round up more and more suspected communist sympathizers, the rebels retreat deeper and deeper into the Malayan jungle. Bruce Leeming, a 19-year-old lieutenant with the Highland Light Infantry, on his first jungle mission, April 1953.
Patrolling and sleeping in the jungle. Torrential rain, swamps, leeches, mosquitoes, prickly heat all over our skins. We haven't stopped sweating since we left Aden. I dream constantly of frost and snow. Oh, to walk free in the kilt again, instead of this clinging, sodden, jungle green kit.
British military operations are under the command of the High Commissioner, General Sir Gerald Templer.
I'm doing my level best to get a move on with the helicopters. We can now get our men, including the SAS, into primary jungle without any landing zone at all. I am determined to cut off the dragon's head, which lives deep in the jungle, not just stick pins into his behind.
The British pioneer the use of helicopters in jungle warfare. Over 45,000 Empire troops are deployed. Templer's strategy is to isolate the rebels from the local population.
The natives hold the key to the deep jungle. Without native food, the terrorists can't survive. The answer is not more and more troops into the jungle, but winning the hearts and minds of the Malayan people.
Determined not to let Malaya fall into communist hands, the British conduct a costly anti-insurgency campaign, which lasts 9 years. By 1957, the Communist revolt is effectively at an end. Over 6,500 Communist rebels are dead. Government dead number almost 2,500, including more than 500 British troops. In the same year, Britain grants Malaya its independence. The leader of Malaya's Democratic Alliance and its first Prime Minister, Tunku Abdul Rahman.
Whether we look to the east or to the west, we will always be friends with Great Britain.
In just 12 years, following victory in the Second World War, Britain's empire in the Far East has all but gone.
Malaysia News.